So there was a question about how to add back the block. Okay, so we're going to take care of that for this part. So if you remember in our Firecaster video, or well, we did this already in spells, we had an item action that is actually says is holding. Okay, now we're going to utilize this, and we're basically going to be having the same way that we are holding a spell. Well, it's not really holding a spell or anything like that. We just hold the same animation for that matter. Okay, so we're going to take the idea will be from that. So from what we can see from here is we do have a hold interaction because it is a holding spell. Okay, so until that interaction is set false, it will just go back to here until we are free of is interacting. The difference now with this is that there might be a case that we can actually walk when we are even holding the interaction. Okay, so I think I'm just going to utilize the hold interaction for that matter. So let's try that for now. So for now, let's just drop. We do have a block, I think. We do have an animation. Okay, it's a simple frame, one frame animation really. So just drop that here, and of course that will be left. Let's call it block, or more appropriate, left block sealed. And then on the right arm again, okay, so we will be adding the R underscore or L underscore via code. So let's see. Actually, I don't think we need, well, okay, let's try this and say you're only going to go back if hold interaction is false. Let's remove the X time, and the same with this. Hold interaction false without X time. Okay, so basically it's not doing that much. Of course, the animation plays a big role. It will just be from this to back. And for the left arm, however, or is it the right arm? Yeah, the left arm works fine. So for the right arm, I'm going to mirror it. Okay. Well, technically, we could just use one of the both arm, but it's going to keep his arm very flat, so I don't like that. So yeah, let's ignore that. Now, let's go, well, I'm just going to make this under a weapon. I'm not going to create a sealed item for this. Okay, obviously you don't really need that. So I'm just going to change the parry to say block sealed, and I'm going to say is holding. For the rest, I think we could just say leave it at that, and let's give it a shot. Let's see how far this will take us. I'm just going to hit play then, and let's see what this will do. Yeah, we of course need to pick up great sword, so I'd rather start with the great sword, to be honest. Anyway, so normal attack, and the block shield doesn't really do anything, and we are actually locked. That is because we have set the parameter inside our player controller, and to say that he's actually now interacting. Okay, that's where it is. Let's see, on our current action, we do copy this holding. Okay, so we should take care of that then. Let's close that. It's clear. And let's take a look in our scripts. Of course, we want the controller. Then is interacting, animation get pull. Is interacting false, then okay. So I think we should just go, when we are playing this, on interact animation, play target animation. Okay, let's go one step back. On interact, that's coming from the door hook, so now we don't want this one. We do want, well, we do want the attacks, which each one is doing this from here. Okay, so I think it will make a little bit more sense if we take a look from is holding and where we are actually utilizing that, and this is coming from is holding attack. Okay, and this has some logic, some on tick logic that we're utilizing there. So holding, okay, we just copy that. Okay. So this is our item action. We don't really need any of this. This is just for the parry and the attack is null. And then if you do have an interaction status, it's going to be played here. And hold interaction status, set it here, and I think this will only play once we play this, once we are hitting that. Okay, and then we play the target animation. Okay, so we know for a fact that this is going to be utilized, so let's try and see, and let's say that current action, but we don't know if it's actually going to be updating all the time. Okay, is interacting, but this is interacting should be affected by this one. But when I last checked, or maybe we were on the correct animator, that's why we didn't see. Well, we'll see. Hopefully we'll start with the greatsword now, and we do. Okay, so the first problem that you see is that current action is not really, it's only playing once. That is because if we go under our animator, you see that is interacting is set to true. The other problem that we see is, well, I don't know if we're actually seeing it. Yeah, we do see it, is that the block shield doesn't actually play as animation because of course it's missing the, yeah, it's basically missing the animation. So here's one thing that we can do. We can basically distinct that this is a block. So we could say public bool is block, and then we're going to go with that. So back to the controller, or not back to the controller, was it back to the controller? Let's go over here and let's take it again from is holding. It's down here. So one thing to note, to play target animation, the second variable is if you are interacting. If then we are in block, you shouldn't really play, you shouldn't really say that you are currently interacting. So here's what we're going to say. First of all, we do have target animation. Okay, we do want the whole interaction. I think mana cost well, they don't really matter that much. We can, because they don't do anything if we do have them at 0. So we're going to say if current action is block, okay, else. So if current action is block, then we need to know if current action dot is mirrored. It's not going to be mirrored per se, but we're going to say string target anim, and that will be current action dot animation name, and then we could say, oops, where's the target anim? We already have the target animation. Okay, we have it above, so we're going to say if it's mirrored, target anim equals left plus target anim. Maybe we need to switch this, but we will see. Otherwise, r dot target anim, and this will be set to false. Current action is mirrored. We don't really care. We could just be passing false because we are selecting the animation from this. So this will play the animation, but it will not tag it as an interacting animation. So you will still be able to run events, to run any animation. So technically you should be able to also play an attack animation there as well. So let's hit play for now, and let's see. Yeah, we first need to tag the animation as well as block. Okay, it plays the current action, but it's still tagged as interacting, I guess. Let's see here, we can't find the animation. What? Let's see why. And let's do debug.log target anim. Let's see what's happening in here. And that is the right tree. Oh yeah, we forgot to copy that. So the same place we are copying this, we should also do dot is block from dot is block. Okay, so we're also copying that in our current actions. And here's our block. Okay, the only problem is that we're actually not changing. If I'm leaving the key input, I'm not really changing it, but I can still go and attack from that and then block again. Okay, obviously it's not perfect because the animation is not perfect. It's not taken into consideration the animation of the body. It just raises his hand. Okay, so this works. The only thing that I will have to change is we need to basically, when we leave the key, we should be resetting the holding input. Let's go on the Firecaster though, and you can see we do have some logic that is that's over time though. I think we did have something else. Let's see how this works. That's the onTick logic. That's the init, which also has a callback. Okay, so where do we use this init? Yeah, that's here. Action name. Yeah, so basically we could that's the need though. So I was thinking maybe we can get in here, but we don't know if we stop that. Whenever this is stopped on tick logic, you just add the time, cell hold interaction status. Yeah, okay, now we need to know when we raise this. So as I was saying, then yeah, I think we just have to yeah, I kind of don't like this either way. So we're just going to have to work around the new input system to know that whenever we are actually pressing down a key, when we leave that, a current action might have it might have a different attack. But yeah, I think we are already doing that though. So let's take a look at the Firecaster, because the holding input, if it can be controlled, then that means we actually know when we drop it. So let's see, controller, not controller, we want resources, player profile, let's change that, or let's change that to Firecaster. Yeah, I can control it, which means we already have that logic somewhere. Okay, so let's see where on earth do we stop that. Firecaster, let's see. Yeah, that just adds health. But anyway, on tick logic, such mana, timer. Let's see on our logic hook. Oh, we do have the callback, that's why. That's how we do that. So we just need to find where this callback is getting called on. Tick logic, no. Cell hold interactions. Yeah, okay. This goes from the index though. It's getting called here. Let's see the on tick logic where it's getting called. It's holding attack. Okay, so on the back of this, so I think we can separate this. Yeah, actually we just need to do this. And this will return the set hold interaction status. This will set it to false, because there's no attack input, so we're not holding the attack. This will do one more thing though, and I'll show you in a bit. Well, I'm going to tell you because I can't show you my hands. Okay, let's fix this error. That error exists because, of course, if current action is not null, we should be checking that. And let's try this out now. Hit play. Okay, and when we leave it, that's basically it. We do have this problem now, that it just skips back and forth. like it's not constant because it keeps playing the same animation. I think it keeps calling for the same animation, so we have that effect. Okay, and of course it keeps playing all of that and all of that. So so the reason for that, or what we can do about that, is we are going to have a flag that we are actually blocking. We are going to need the flag either way because we're going to want to filter out damage and stuff like that. So before you play the target animation, what we had there, let's see, false, okay, we're going to say is blocking equals true. Then if you are blocking, let's find the different, let's find this. Set hold interaction status. Okay, so here we are. So if you're not holding, then that means you're not blocking either. And of course, we cannot want to filter out the actions as well now. So in this sense, holding, blocking will be used as the interaction. So let's find the is interacting, where we are using this to filter out everything we have on our animations. So if is interacting, no, target velocity, axis rotation speed. Yeah, okay, we can just use this from the attacking. So inside our input manager, handle attacking, we don't want any of that. Play target item action. Yeah, so and not controller is blocking. Let's try that. Otherwise, we still want to do a combo because an attack from the shield, it's a combo. Okay, so maybe you want to have shield bash or something like that, or the animation with a spear, or whatever, you know, use your imagination there. Let's try this out then. Okay, it works fine. Okay, so that's our block basically. In a sense, we can raise and lower, we can move around. Of course, you could just add an animation if you're not moving, if you're not walking, you could add an animation, a different animation there, which is actually perfect. Okay, so if I wanted to go directly to an attack from block, then all we will be doing will be on the block shield. Well, yeah, we will have to use both, but that's not really that big of a deal. So let's see. Let's copy one of our combos. It's basically just going onto a different attack, so I'm not going to copy that, I'm just going to take that. Obviously, you cannot use the same input as the one combo you have. Okay, so from block, I will go directly to two-handed attack, because why not? Let's see how that's going to play out. And it actually doesn't. Let's see why though. We are playing the right block shield. That's from the damage collider, so they don't matter. Okay. We can still play the actions on the left hand, but we can't play the actions on the right hand. Oh, let's see this on state ender. We just load combos on the controller. Target combo, okay. Do combo. Animator hook can do combo. Yeah, we never opened this one up, that's why. And if you remember, we do have a trigger. Let's see if we can change this from here. No, we can't. Let's find our block or our shield. And let's open this. I'm just going to add on animation event the enable combo. Can do combo, enable combo. I'm just going to add this here. And now we should be able to play the combo because it's triggered every time we are inside that animation. Okay, spoke too soon. Let's see. Well, I'm going to tick it myself, and I can't. Okay, we have something that closes that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this one. It's this one. So if you are interacting, if you can do combo and you're not interacting and not hold is holding attack, is holding no, that's not is holding attack. Let's say if you're not is blocking, then disable that. Okay, now we can do combo, but we cannot do the actual attack itself. We can, however, do it on the left hand, which is actually kind of weird. Let's see what's happening here. These are for the unarmed, so don't worry about them. Let's see our attacks. We do have our current action. We do have our let's take a look here. So if you can do combo, I don't know if we are ever going in here. Get combo from input. MP. I think we might be getting the same attack input from that one. The same, I think we'll be getting, yeah, let's do it back.log input. And we'll see, let's say, collapse everything. But yeah, you know what? I think whatever happens to this, I'm just going to finish the part because it doesn't really matter that much. It's a different topic altogether. Okay, so as you can see, I'm getting the right trigger input and I'm basically never getting the right bumper input, but I do get the left bumper and right bumper. Okay, so we need to filter out. I actually don't know if this is coming from how the controller works or with how our code. Yeah, it's the controller. As you can see here, never mind that we fall. Don't know what that happens. So the problem is with the controller. Let's take a look at our player controls. And we have right trigger is the T and right bumper is R. So if I hold T, okay, so I think it might not be with the controller then, because if I press H, I do play the action, but what on earth is H? Have R, Q, Z, and T. But it works with H, yeah, because you have the two-handed. Yeah, so no, that's not the one we want. This was just changing the two-handed, so that's not. That doesn't do anything. That's for the right bumper. Let's try setting that to left bumper. Let's see if that's going to change it. Yeah, it does change it. So our code is correct, but it's actually how they read inputs on... Damn. Yeah, it's actually how they read inputs on the controller. So that's a bummer. That basically means we can't have on the same side triggers, or on the same side combos. Well, at least not holding them. There are some weird things going there, but we don't care about that. Okay, let's test it on the left side as well. No, we want the great sword. Okay, and let's see how this is going to play out. Okay, as you would expect, I can block with this and this. Whoop, 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 whoop. And now everyone's happy. I call this the Souls Dance. The Souls block dance. Trademarked. So that's it for this part. As always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe if you like to see more stuff, if you like to see more videos, more stuff, more series, more of everything. If you like to support what I'm doing, then do so either via Patreon, well, on Patreon, although we do have some problems with Patreon on the side. I'm sure you are aware of it right now, so we're working on a fix for all of them. So I'll see you on the next one.